Hello everyone and welcome to VizRT Tuesday Tutorials. I am your host Richard Evans. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. So first things first, I am really excited to be part of the VizRT team, and I will continue to showcase all the cool features of TriCaster and 3Play, and I'll also in the future be able to show off some of the amazing capabilities of the entire VizRT product portfolio and how to incorporate all of them into your productions. Now, if you'd like to see previous tutorial videos, make sure that you subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/VizRTofficial and stay tuned for even more tutorials in the future. It's so exciting. So today I'd like to show you how you can incorporate different social media posts into your productions using Viz Flowics. Now you can create your own graphics or use some of the built-in templates to incorporate social media into your productions. So let me show you how it's done, son. All right. So I am on my desktop and I have a web browser open with Flowics ready to go. And I also have NDI Studio Monitor open so that I can get into my TriCaster and bring in these cool graphics. Okay, so let's start off in Flowics. Let me full screen this. So the first thing you'll need to do is either create a new project or you can open an existing one, which I've already done. So let me go ahead and open up my social media graphics. All right, so within Flowics, there's basically three different things that you need to look at as far as creating some social media content to put to your show. So one of them is going to be the graphics themselves, but before you get that far, you'll need to create a social media flow, and then within your flow, your inbox, okay? So first, let's start off on the flows side of things. So what you would do, you can click either create new flow from here, or you can go to the top under social media and click flows. Okay, now I already have one set up, but let me show you some of the things that you can do in here. So let me click on create new flow, right? And I'll say let's add a flow here. And you'll see there's a bunch of different ways that you can curate different information from social media. So you can get Twitter public streams, a specific user, even just replies, down to Facebook comments to say if you have like a live video feed running, you can grab the comments from there. Or Facebook post streams, even Instagram hashtags. There's a ton of different ways that you can do this, okay? So what I'm going to do, though, I've already created one right now, and that's using the Twitter public stream. And so let me go back to my flows here. All right, so I have that open, and this is my hockey flow. Okay, so you'll see that my only search query in here is just going to be hashtag hockey. I just made it really simple for today's example. Okay, now there's a few things you can do within here. You can say ignore specific accounts. You can select different languages that you want to bring into your broadcast, specific locations, etc. And then also under the curation side of things, you can add different rules in here so that you can kind of start to filter things out even further. Okay, so let's go ahead and I'm going to go back to my hockey flow here and open it up. Actually, I've already done that. Derp. So let me cancel that. And then I'm going to go into my social media side of things, and let's go to my content inbox. And this is where you would go through to actually filter out the different information that you want to bring into your show. Okay? So I'll click on that. And from here, you'll see I have a whole bunch of content. And if I scroll down, you'll see that this is all information that has been fed to me via Twitter. Okay, now from here, I'll just go across the top. So you'll have all the different posts that are coming through, the accepted posts, also pending, and then rejected. Now keep in mind you are on the internet, so be careful as far as like when you're searching for different information. Usually just going through the accepted side of things will curate and filter out, content that you don't want to have in there, etc. Okay, now on the left side of things, there's a couple things you can do. We can click on Discover Content here and look for specific hashtags or accounts, etc. But I'm going to go keep this simple for today. So you'll also see that I can start to filter things out accordingly. Like, for example, if I click is verified, that will only give me content coming from verified Twitter accounts. Same thing over here on the content side. You can have these in here with with media, without media, with images specifically, with video specifically, and then also the type of posts in here, retweets, comments, the original posts, etc. Okay, so there's a whole bunch of different ways that you can start to curate these and filter these things down. Okay, but I'm going to keep this really simple for today. So the other thing you need to do is create a collection. So you can click on New Collection here, or select one that you already have, which I've already done. And then it's just naming it so that you can access it easier when you're going to create your graphics. So basically anything that's in this collection will be what you can add to your graphics. Okay, now let's go ahead and I'm going to go on the search side of things just to curate this a little bit better. I'm going to say type in my favorite team, Penguins. Shout out to the Pittsburgh Penguin fans out there. Woo! So what I'm going to do now, you'll see I have 5 different ones coming through. Now, what I also do want to mention is whenever you start to look for content, this is going to start the moment you create your flow. So it'll start collecting data that is that's current. It won't go back in time to find these things. So now you see that I do have a few in here that are from 9 days ago. That is because I set this up a while back, just so I'm not sitting here waiting for different content to roll in, etc. Okay, so from here, what we need to do is start to go through and find the different posts that we want to add into our collection. All right, so this is a nice feel-good one. So let's go ahead and add that to hockey simply by clicking send to hockey. So bloop, there we go. So I got one in here, and then I'll go down here and let's check out Mario Lemieux in his Parkhurst game. Send that. And then also we'll send this one, which is unfortunately an L for the Penguins, but that's okay. Let's go ahead and throw that in there. Live to fight another day, right? Okay, yeah. All right, so we have 3 different ones of these into our collection here, which we can now start to put into our broadcast. Now, what I would recommend doing is having separate tabs open so that if you want to, you can add more content to this as your show goes along, etc. So that way you're continually collecting data. It's kind of up to you how you want to do this. But again, I'm keeping this super basic for today. All right, now I do have another tab open here for my project. So let me go back just to show you what I did here. So I'll go back to my social media graphics, click on that. And then you can create a new package. I already have one going on, so let's go ahead and click this. Okay. Now from here, there's a couple things you can do. You can either build your entire graphics package from scratch and embed your different collections in here, or Flowics has made it easy for you to where you can just basically drag and drop one of their presets. Okay, now that's going to be under the element side, so let's go ahead and scroll down and we'll find the one that I'm looking for here. So what we're looking for is comments. So there we go, comments right here. All right, so we'll drag that and I'm going to put that under my lower third. All right, and check it out. So this is just a template here as far as bringing in different content into your show. So what we're going to do now is, since this is just random information in here, let's go ahead and assign the collection that we made on the flow side to bring in the data to bring this into our graphics. So to do that, I'll make sure I have my collections selected here. And I'm going to go over to the right, and then you'll see I have an option for pick collection. All right, and now I only have one in here, which is hockey. Let's go ahead and click accept. And then, hey, there's that content that I have coming in. And what's cool about this is it has pretty much everything already set up in here for us. Now, you can turn things on and off, like, for example, take the user avatar off, take the username out of there, the handle, etc. So there's a bunch of different ways you can customize this however you would like. Okay. So that's just the one graphic that's coming through right now. But let's say that we want to have this like continually scrolling and like transforming as we're doing our show. All right, now to autoplay these, what we'll need to do, right now I have it set to manual control, but let's say that we want to make this set up to where it's continually playing. I can go click on this and select automatic or semi-automatic. So I'll go ahead and click automatic there, and we'll make the interval, let's make that like 5 seconds, just so we're not watching over and over again. Okay, so every 5 seconds, this will then change to the new information. So there you go. There's my other post in here, and if I wait a few more seconds, that'll come through as well and have my graphic in there, etc. All right, so now let's do the fun part. Let's go ahead and publish our changes here. And now let's open up our rundown control so that we can bring this information into our show. So we'll open up rundown control, make sure that we update everything. All right. Updated. Good to go. Now from within the playlist side of things, let's go ahead and add that overlay. So let me delete the ones that I had in here from earlier. Don't need those. Click on Add Overlay. And then we'll click on the lower third, which is the one that I built. And there it is. And now if I bring it on and off screen, there you go. So you'll see that that is coming through via Flowics, and that's what the output would look like. Okay? So from here, let's go ahead and open up Output. That will open up a new tab. And from here, this is where you'll be able to go through and create and copy your URL for the HTML5 graphics that Flowics generates and bring those into your show via Live Link. All right, so we will highlight that. Let's go ahead and click Copy. And let me move this over a little bit. And now from here, let's full screen my NDI Studio monitor. So now what we need to do is add that link to one of our buffers so that we can bring that into our show. Okay, so we'll click on this plus button here. And we'll click on Web Browser. And then from here, we will paste that URL that I got from Flowics. Click that, good to go. All right, and now let's bring that on screen and check it out. Hey, there's our content bringing right into our show via the power of Flowics. Now, again, you can add different information as you go along through your collections. And then while you're continually curating things, it will bring all that information in as you need it. So some really cool, powerful stuff. I know this is a broad overview of how you can do this, but it's really awesome. And look how professional that looks. That's great. Like that only took me a few minutes to do. And it really adds a nice touch to your broadcast. So I would highly recommend checking out Flowics, checking out the different ways you can bring in social media content, and of course, have some fun. Look, it's even playing the video. Isn't that awesome? That's so cool. There you have it, a nice simple way to incorporate social media into your productions. So for more tutorial videos like this one, make sure you subscribe to the VizRT YouTube channel at youtube.com/VizRTofficial. And for more information on VizRT products and services, contact your local VizRT partner or check out our website, VizRT.com. And for formalized product training, I highly recommend checking out Viz University at VizRT.com/community/Viz-University. And if you're working with VizRT products and posting your work with them on social media, tag us using the hashtag VizRT. Thank you all so much for watching. I'm really excited for what comes next, and I'll see you again soon for another episode of VizRT Tuesday Tutorials.